All right, so what we're gonna talk about now is stuffing the head, sprawling to a cross-face ankle. We're gonna learn 3 ways to put him on his back from a cross-face ankle, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is stuff the head, sprawl. We're gonna get cross-face, we're gonna get ankle. We're gonna use it to a go behind, to an arm chop, to a tilt. Now, I'm not gonna go into a bunch of details about how to do the tilt. I just wanna show you how we get there. So he's in on a shot, on a head outside shot here, right? And so this is position right here where I've gotta get this leg that he's got back. So here's what I'm gonna do. And this is a lot of coaches call this baseline defense. This hand will come in under the waist and they'll do it here. For this particular technique, I'm coming to the hip when I do this. So here's what I'm gonna do. He's in on a head outside shot. I'm gonna rotate this hip away from him as I take my elbow right across the back of his head. This hand is coming to the hip until I go here into the nape of his neck. And now I'm gonna take this leg all the way back and put all my weight on this shoulder right in front of me here, right here, okay? Turn this way just a little bit. So when I get here, I'm pressuring down on the head and I'm pulling this hip, and like everything else, it's elbows in, okay? So now what I've done is I've rotated this hip up just a bit, not too much. If I go too much, he'll just turn the corner and I'll fall here, okay? But just a little bit. And now part of pulling on this hip is keeping me balanced. Turn this way so they can see. I'm putting a lot of weight on this shoulder. Now, here. Now, what I'm gonna do now, and I'm also putting a ton of pressure on his head, and nobody wants their head shoved in the mat. So when I release, his head's gonna pop up. And when it does, again, fish hook, I'm gonna come across his face, I'm gonna get my fish hook, so bend his elbow right here, just take it up right here, above his elbow, okay? So fish hook above the elbow, and then again, elbows in. Now I'm on my knee right now, but you won't be in real life. I'm just so I can demonstrate, and I'm gonna pull this in so this hand is off the mat. Okay, so turn this way a little. So I'm here, I pull this leg here, I'm here, and I'm gonna come get this ankle. Now from time to time, his leg might be back a little ways. You can't get the ankle, come to the hamstring. And again, fish hook, pull. Okay, so I've got my cross face, give it here. Pull it in, I get the ankle, my hip is still turned. Now what I'm gonna do is walk my hip to his hip until he lets go of this leg. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Stay up. Here. Now, I'm just gonna turn this into a go behind. Now, something I wanna point out here. I've stuffed the head, I've sprawled, got the cross face, got the ankle. My chest stays up. I don't slide off to the side here. Chest stays up here. This is where I want my chest, here. Okay, I'm gonna walk until that comes off. Now turn some, turn. Give me that cross face. Now from here, I'm gonna release the ankle. I'm gonna go behind, notice, stay tight. I'm gonna go behind, never hitting my knees. I release the cross face, go right to a tight waist. He posts his hands, I drop to this knee, pull his hip over his elbow, chop, he pops up. I go right to my tilt here, okay? So, he's in on head outside shot, here. Up, do the side so the camera can see, here. I'm gonna shear the head with my elbow. I'm gonna nape of his neck here, hip, turn my hips, take this leg back, here. Pushing his head down. Release. Head comes up. Cross face. Pull it in. Hand to the knee or ankle. Chest is up high. Stay on my toes. Circle, circle, circle. Release the ankle. I'm going to come get this elbow. Release. Tight waist. Drop to my knee. Chop. Capture the wrist. Go to my tilt. That's stuff the head. Sprawl. Cross face ankle. Go behind to an arm chop.